took some time off for the holidays and because I got COVID recently, but I'm hoping to get back to it, so I forgot I need a controller for this. Last time we had just
It
gotten
was an odd
Jenny
feeling,
into her
breaking into
house.
her own house. But as she squeezed through the basement window, Jenny felt a rush of excitement. I could get used to this, she thought. Jenny was in, undetected.
Home sweet home.
Okay.
What the heck? Who left this here?
Jenny's father had never carried a briefcase, and her mother couldn't afford one.
Let's see who this belongs to.
Okay, I think I see on that. Maybe? Yep. Gee, that was so difficult.
Who carries around a fancy briefcase with a children's book inside? The Hawk and the Weasel. Hang on a second.
Jenny recognized the book. She'd seen a copy of it next to the dean's lifeless body.
In the library.
That's why it looks
There must
familiar.
be something significant about it.
I thought it was something we saw in the, demo. I see that down there. I see that up there, too. I got a Chivo! What is that, like half of them? Half of the art gallery, yep. Can't really... Oh. Yoink. Okay, time to read. The Rabbits and the Bear. There once lived a family of rabbits. Their home was a 3-story tall carrot cake near the river. Walking past, a bear smelled the delicious frosting and began eating the cake. "What is this madness? She will purge us of house and home!" cried the smallest rabbit. Soon the house had lost nearly all its icing. Eventually, the one thing left was the furniture. Satiated, the bear left and the terror passed. The rabbits had survived. They were now free to run about and gather materials to build a new home, hopefully a bit less tasty this time. Okay.
This feels familiar. Like I've seen it before. Wait, no! I've heard it before! On the radio in the underground lab!
Could there be a connection between the cryptic radio message and this book?
Let's find out.
Okay. Oh, there's more to read. Okay. The Hawk and the Weasel. High above the forest, a hawk spotted a weasel and attacked. Injured, the weasel lay low in the grass where it could listen for its pursuer and lick its rancid wounds. Ew. But the hawk was relentless. Fear soon turned to despair. "How will I survive?" cried the weasel. Suddenly, the screeching of the hawk was silenced by a thunderous blow. An enormous black crow had carried the hawk away relieved. The weasel slinked home, laughing at its good fortune. I don't think I've ever heard of a crow that was bigger than a hawk. I'd have to ask Jer about that. The Wolf and the Sheep. A wolf who had caught its feet in a hunter's trap pleaded with a passing sheep. "Please free me before my wound becomes infected and death comes to take me." Why should I help you when you would as soon eat me? Demanded the sheep. Come now, let us not relive past transgressions, said the wolf. Free me now, and I shall be your servant forever. And so the sheep released the wolf, and the wolf ate the sheep. Okay. The Goose and the Golden Egg. There once was a woman who discovered a magical goose that laid golden eggs. The woman collected the eggs for herself and sold them, becoming very rich. But she soon grew impatient, since this goose could only lay a single golden egg each day. So the woman cut open the goose, intending to take all the eggs at once, but in the end she found no eggs inside, and the goose was dead. Aha. The Boy and the Whale. One day, a terrible storm rolled through the valley, flooding the town and forming a lake. One boy survived by floating upon his bed. Exhausted and starving, he prayed, "Someone please save me, and I will be forever in your debt." Suddenly, a whale came diving down through the maze of clouds. She disappeared below the water, then suddenly surfaced, lifting the boy onto her back, all while thinking, "I wonder if the ground will be my friend. Hello, ground!" The whale said, "I'm in desperate need of a navigator. Can you help me find my way home?" The boy agreed, and so she fed him fish, and off they flew into the sky together to find a new home. Oops, accidentally clicked outside the window. Now I gotta readjust my windows. Okay. These are really weird stories. Anyway, so, thing is Rabbit 49, and I was noticing these numbers here on the ends, so 49, I assume that's the number of words in the sentence, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yep, that's the number at the end of the paragraph, so 32, need 49. So 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So Rabbit 49 is Purge. What? Did I miscount somewhere? So 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30. Oh, yeah. 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. I was counting 39, not 49. 7, 6, 55. Bear 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Rabbit 21, 19. Might as well grab these while I'm on this page. Weasel 23. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 23. Whoops. Hawk 30. 6, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30. Wolf 51. 6, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. Soon they blank 36. 140, 39, 38, 37, 36.
Soon they will all listen, relive their rancid past.
The message read like a threat.
But from who? Could it be a message from the Dean's killer? Let me get this straight. Someone's broadcasting a sinister message in code, which is being picked up on a radio in an abandoned laboratory hidden in the forest. And the secret to decode this message is written in a children's book, which was locked inside a stranger's briefcase in my basement.
All of this was true.
That doesn't make it any less crazy sounding.
But not all mysteries could be solved in an instant. Sometimes questions had to percolate, like a good cup of coffee. Only then would the answers become clear.
I guess I'll let it brew for a bit. But right now, I need to get to my room and find my detective gear.
Sorry, just typing a message real fast. Okay.
Oh crap!
Hey! What are you doing?
Nothing. Just looking for more beer.
So why are you looking in the basement?
Make yourselves at home, why don't you?
Forget about it. There's more in the back of the fridge.
They better not eat my cookies.
Jackpot! They got cookies too.
Hey, have we searched down here yet?
You lose one game of cards and suddenly you want to search the house. Can't handle the pressure, eh?
Oh, those, sir, are fighting words. You want to put your money where your mouth is?
Wow, what awful cops.
Arterton's finest, everyone.
There was no way Jenny could reach her bedroom without being caught by the police.
Which means I can't get my detective gear. Great.
But this was a basement, a veritable treasure trove of old possessions. Surely something around here would prove useful.
Maybe, but I can't see a thing. Let's shed some light on the situation. Of course the fuse is missing for the lights.
Of course. That is something I cannot get yet.
Jenny wasn't prone to sentimentality, but seeing her father's desk, the disorganized muddle of books, photos, and the faint smell of ammonia, all reminders that her dad was here not so long ago.
Miss you, Dad. This is from the day of Dad's accident. Mom must have kept it.
Tragedy befell Humboldt University this morning when an experiment in chemistry in the chemistry labs went wrong. An accident caused a destructive explosion, killing one scientist and injuring several others. The area was immediately cordoned off and no one allowed in due to the potential deadly chemicals involved. While the investigation is still ongoing, police have identified Henry LeClue as the scientist killed in the explosion, survived by his wife Julie and his daughter Jenny. Dean Strasberry, head of the school and close friend of LeClue's, gave a statement on campus this afternoon. What a tragedy and unpreventable accident. Henry was working with dangerous chemicals, and it looks like he made a grave error. He was under a lot of stress. People make mistakes. We've lost a great friend and neighbor today. Why can I zoom in? There's no reason to zoom in.
The dean called the lab explosion an accident, but everyone in town seemed to blame Dad.
They pick up any of this stuff? No. Yoink.
Acrid inspections report. I've never seen this before.
Complaint. On May 14th, an anonymous source filed a complaint with the university regarding the lack of proper ventilation in labs. The equipment we have is old and frankly dangerous. It's only a matter of time before someone gets hurt. Process inspection of the facilities revealed a dangerous and unsafe work environment. Despite several violation notices and follow-up inspections, the school constantly failed to address non-compliant safety standards. Conclusion, John Acrid, don't let anyone work in that lab. It's a death trap. Recommend immediate closure of the facility until new equipment and upgrades can be made. Fascinating.
The dean signed the report.
Someone had circled the signature in red pen.
October 5th. That was 1 week before.
Her father's accident.
This contradicts the newspaper article which stated my dad made a mistake. Everyone in town blamed him for the accident. But they were all wrong. The lab was unsafe. He shouldn't have been working there.
And worst of all,
Dean Strasberry knew. But he still let my dad work there.
any rational mind could see it. Strong evidence linking her mum to the dean's death.
This doesn't prove anything.
But it was a clear motive for murder.
The plot
Revenge.
thickens.
My mom wouldn't do that.
But who else would see it that way?
There must be an explanation. I just don't know what it is yet. I can't let this fall into the wrong hands.
Was Jenny sure this was the right thing to do? It broke every rule in the book. Why would she need to hide evidence if her mom was truly innocent?
Mom isn't here to defend herself. It isn't fair.
But however she tried to justify it, Jenny knew this wasn't the choice of a great detective.
I need to buy myself some time. I can't afford anyone jumping to conclusions before I've had a chance to investigate.
Journal updated. And they're eating my cookies! Well, there's the fuse.
Aha! The missing fuse.
Mending the molecular bonds of marriage.
A field guide to fascinating flora. Written by Weiss, Felding, and Strasberry. Did the dean write this book?
Considering it sounds like there's a whole legacy of Strasberries, it can't... Well, it would be a dean, but probably not the dean that we're investigating. Aww. Why can't I open it? There we go.
This one test tube looks recently used. The others are all covered in dust.
A small puddle of liquid had pooled on the desk.
Looks fresh. Still sticky.
Okay. Ah, Volume 1.
Mending the molecular bonds of marriage. Mom and Dad both worked an awful lot.
Jenny rarely saw the two of them together.
Results of restorative transducive coupling experiment, Phase 7. Possible changes after initial phase cycling and post-dynamic quantum tunneling has transpired. Observed changes in higher dimensional planes has led to regression in phase modulation of radio frequency spectra. Bandpass filtering has produced no differentiated results, and advanced holography has not shown any positive change either. Further study is required to identify narrow beam secure spectrums from which to transmit future communications.
This was years ago. I looked like a kid. One of the rare times that Dad wasn't making a goofy face. He used to say, serious people make serious mistakes.
Yeah.
I might, need this later.
Okay. Double check the edges of the desk for more gallery art. I wonder if, no, she won't comment on the Volume 2.
And then there was light.
Jenny would need to work quickly to remain undetected.
Who knows when they'll come back. Now, where's the most likely place to find a makeshift detective kit?
Probably the glowing box, but first I want to figure out how to get to that glowing thing.
A shaft of light peeked through the boxes.
There's more stuff back there. I just need a way through.
There we go. Now I can probably use this to climb up there. There we go.
Jenny's instincts had been correct. Dozens of boxes lined the back wall of the basement.
There's probably something useful here, but it'll take forever to search through them all. CSI supplies. That must be Mom's old gear.
Oh, I see a sticker. Gem. Lone Star. A flashlight.
It's not as good as mine, but at least it works.
Uh-huh.
More or less. My key to the city. An old set of lockpicks.
Tucked away at the bottom of the box, something colorful caught Jenny's eye. She pulled it carefully from the container and unfolded it.
This must be Mom's old jacket.
It smelled of formaldehyde and fingerprint powder.
From her CSI days.
And so, she tried it on.
Really? Title drop
It's like a
now?
glove.
A giant oversized glove.
And it smells like Mom.
Her mother had never felt so close, and yet so far away.
I won't let them take you away from me too.
Jenny's search was complete.
It's not the world's best detective kit, but it'll do.
For the first time in her life, she felt like a real detective. She had a serious crime to solve.
And a seriously sharp outfit to match. Somebody else is here.
Or the power went out? I'm guessing Grandpa LeClue. Seems to be the right body type.
That was no cop. What was he doing in my house? I should follow him.
Really? You're going to make me climb over that now?
Was Jenny ready to follow the mysterious man in black?
Pretty sure. Not sure what else I could do.
The man in black. Who was he? Where was he going? There was only one way to find out.
Where are you headed, creepy man in black?
Jenny couldn't simply chase the mysterious figure.
He's bound to notice me if I follow too closely. I need to get out of his line of sight.
Actually, since I don't seem to be on a timer... Do anything over here? Nope. Gotta find all those collectibles.
That's my way up. If only Keith was here to pull a ladder down. I'll just have to get it down the old-fashioned way.
With a rock? Okay, so those rocks are preventing me from going further. course there's something up here. A Stikor. Can't go into the detective agency. I'm surprised I haven't had the magnifying glass pop up again yet.
There he is.
So how are you going to get across the broken bridge?
The bridge should slow him down a bit. Huh? How did he do that?
Convenient.
The man in black had taken the higher path towards the Almaston Bridge.
That's a dead end. Why is he going up there? There's nowhere to hide on the bridge. I'll go underneath and spy on him from there.
You take the high road and I'll take the low road. Well, since I'm right here, what happens if I go this way? It will not let me go farther than that. Walk to lake.
Jenny couldn't just walk onto the bridge and blow her cover. No, she'd keep her distance and see what the man in black would reveal when he didn't know he was being watched. The man in black neared the edge of the unfinished bridge. His methodical movements unnerved Jenny.
I need to get a better look at him. I'll climb the outside of the bridge and snoop on him from there.
The plan was daring but reckless.
I have no choice. He's my only lead.
And so, undaunted by the dangers that lay ahead, Jenny LeClue, wearing her mother's jacket, advanced towards the bridge. Yesterday a child, today a courageous adventurer.
Oh boy, back onto the boat.
Easy does it. I don't want him to hear me coming.
Actually, is there anything down here? Yep. Almost missed it. This, dear folks, is why we explore! And nearly fall into the drink.
Jenny glanced down for the first time. And immediately wished she hadn't. She clung tightly to the stone wall. The ledge beneath her feet was narrow, barely wide enough to stand on. One false move and...
Focus, Jenny. Perfect pitch! The hallmark of a serial killer. Maybe I can get a closer look.
With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Oh. Yep, I knew it. They were hiding things here. Except that's rather dark and hard to see. For a second, I thought that hole lit up. Okay.
There you are.
The brim of his hat concealed his face in shadow. The man in black remained an enigma.
Could be 3 kids in a raincoat for all I know. He's just standing there. What's he waiting for?
Well, of course you're going to make me change perspectives. That's why there's all these other holes.
Yes. No. Yes. No.
Wow, this guy's a real chatterbox.
Yes. It's all there. Clear as day.
Who is he talking to?
You're going to make me change perspectives again, because... why not?
No, it wasn't there. Yes, the whole house. She must have it,
What was he looking for?
of course. Where? Hold on.
What's he doing now?
Stop that.
Where did he go?
Hi.
A super secret spy stash? I can't hear what he's saying.
Oh, come on. Alright, where's the hole I need?
Yes, I'll take care of her. Tonight. They change shifts at 4. Yes, it's all here.
I have to see what's on that paper.
Yes, the biggest cross. I know.
Now for that last hole, right?
He's destroying evidence. I have to get down there before it's lost for good.
She was only distracted for a moment, but a moment was enough.
Damn, how does he do that?
Nope. You're going to make me go down the ladder, aren't you? But first... I knew it. I would like to climb down faster, please. Oh, goody. Look for biggest cross.
Jenny held the soggy paper delicately. She hadn't recovered all the pieces, but enough to discern the message.
Beyond the fallen angel, through the crumbling arches, past the wooden gates. The entrance is buried there. Look for the biggest cross. Don't forget to pay your respects.
What could it mean?
They're directions to a secret entrance.
But an entrance to what?
Maybe there's more in the back. Mom?
Jenny's heart skipped several beats. She remembered the man in black's words.
I'll take care of her tonight. He's going to...
Jenny couldn't bring herself to say the words.
Mom's in terrible danger.
Thankfully, her mother was safely locked away under the watchful eyes of the police. He'd never get past them.
He won't have to. These instructions lead to a secret entrance. A way to get to the jail without being detected.
But where?
Let's see. Beyond the fallen angel. Oh, you're going to make me. Crumbling archives past the wooden gates. Graveyard.
The entrance is buried there.
Buried. The word bounced around her brain like a pinball. Where did people bury things?
The graveyard!
Congratulations! You figured out what I figured out
Of course.
10 minutes ago.
The graveyard was in the same part of town as the jail.
Angels, arches, crosses on graves.
All features of the graveyard.
I have to get there before he does. I have to save my mom.
This was all well and good, but even if she was right, even if she managed to reach her mother before the man in black,
How am I going to break her out?
it was at this moment a rather distressing thought popped into her head. As loath as she was to admit it, Jenny needed help. She reached into her jacket pocket and removed the walkie-talkie Susie had given her.
Huh, I wonder what would have happened if I did take the walkie then.
Susie, are you there?
Jenny? Thank goodness. Are you okay?
What is that awful music?
Oh. I'm just rehearsing my dance for...
I regret asking. You said earlier you wanted to...
Yes?
You said you wanted to...
Help? Of course. Anything for you, friend.
Okay, meet me at the graveyard right away.
The graveyard? But it's nearly midnight. What if I get caught?
It's urgent, Susie.
I don't know, Jenny. I don't think I can do it.
They'll be
Don't
nice.
you see, Susie? This is your chance to prove yourself. Do you want your whole life to be dictated by your parents?
Well, no, but...
There comes a time when every young woman has to chart her own course.
But does it have to be right now?
My mom's fate hangs in the balance, and I'm the only thing standing between her and death. Which side of history will you be on?
The good side?
Great. Then meet me outside the graveyard as soon as possible.
Okay, I'll be there, Jenny. What should I wear? I'm thinking practical but colorful.
I don't care.
Focus.
Just bring your silent explosives.
What? What do you need explosives for?
I'm gonna break my mom out of jail.
Yes, let's admit that on an open line.
No, 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 no. I am an artist. I will not be dictated to by some pen pusher in an ivory tower. It's too long, too violent, too dark. These are my characters.
So why does it feel like they're rebelling against me?
All
Because
this
you've lost
fighting,
your
all this
mind.
Drama. And for what?
Jenny and Susie should be best friends by now. Maybe it's time to wrap this one up. End on a happy note.
Yes, let's fix this nonsense once and for all.
You all right, Rufus? First, I need another drink.
Okay, time to look for shit. Gallery item. Gallery item. Sounds like Dean Straussberry's fate was to be much more you. Do I get to pick? Tick tock, tick tock, tick. I am curious. I want to go look up what happens if I pick happy ending, because if it's like just a bonus thing, I want to see it, but I don't want to have to redo all the way up to here if it's an actual ending. LeClue. Oh, that's all videos. I need to replay the section in order to get the other, for the achievement for it. Damn it, why are all these videos why are all these walkthroughs videos? Me pop back in here for a sec. Actually, there might be a way to dupe my save, so 1 second here. Manage, browse local files. Jenny LeClue data. No. Managed. Nope. Oh, not in there. Must be hidden somewhere in the C drive. Program data. Mography. Those. Crap. Oh yeah, users. App data local? No. Roaming? Okay, 1 sec. Save game locations. App data local low. The one folder I didn't look in. We are going to drop these files into backup. And now we are going to look at the happy ending. And see what happens.
Yes. Of course. I knew I'd make the right choice.
Convenient closure.
It was another glorious afternoon in Arthurton. The sun was shining, the birds were singing, and two best friends had settled down for a spot of tea.
What perfect weather weather for a picnic.
The weather is always perfect in Arthurton.
And another mystery solved. The Dean's alive and everything is back to normal.
Just as it should be. More bubblegum tea, Jenny?
Thank you, Susie. I'm so glad everything turned out so well. You're my best friend.
The end.
Wait, this isn't right. This is...
No good.
Okay.
It's no good at all. This one can't end like the others. They won't publish it. I must write something different, something darker. It's the only chance I have of saving her. I'm sorry, Jenny. You'll see your mum soon. But for now, it's got to be the graveyard.
Was the man in black the Dean's real killer?
Oh. Forgot that happens. I was just closing the windows from when I was looking that
Without any
stuff
evidence,
up.
Jenny couldn't be sure. A great detective never made assumptions. The most important thing was getting her mum to safety. And to do that, she'd need to beat the man in black at his own game.
Actually, always look behind me first. Said buzzed with questions. I find the jail. Susie's explosive work. Why would someone want to kill my mom? So give me one moment here. I need to find something else. Try to get back in streaming and get all kinds of messages. The road ahead was fraught with danger. She needed all her wits
One
to
thing's
survive.
for sure. I'm gonna need to be very quiet.
The-
What the hell?
Uh-huh. Quiet.
Hi, Jenny. I'm here. And I brought snacks.
This is a covert mission. Could you draw any more attention to yourself?
Sorry. I just wanted to get here as quickly as I could.
Did you bring the explosives?
Of course. Et voila. Now remember, explosives
fancy.
are incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, thanks, Captain Obvious. Hopefully it'll be enough.
Okay, I'm here. What's the big emergency, Susie?
Uh-oh.
What is she doing here?
Kate, you came!
You invited him?
I thought it'd be a good opportunity for you to talk.
Now is hardly the time.
I can't bear the idea of two best friends never speaking again. It's too sad.
What's wrong with you?
I should go.
No, Keith, wait.
There was so much she wanted to say. But she had ruined the Dean's funeral, embarrassed Keith in front of the whole town. Worse, she hadn't been there for him in his hour of need. She wanted to tell him all about the Dean's ring, the man in black, and the mysterious room buried in the forest. But none of it would bring his father back. Sometimes the right thing to say was also the hardest.
Yeah, we'll apologize.
I'm sorry.
Poor Keith. Angry, grieving, conflicted. His whole world turned upside down. And the one person he most wanted to confide in, he couldn't.
I really should go. Goodbye, Jenny.
Well, that didn't go exactly as I planned. Are you okay, Jenny?
I'm going to ignore it.
As angry as she was at Susie, Jenny knew this was a situation of her own making.
Let's just focus on the task at hand.
First up. Yep. Only a speaker.
Locked. I'll have to break in.
Or we could just wait for an adult.
And let the man in black get to my mom first. Are you trying to sabotage everything?
I just don't see why we can't tell the police what we know and let them sort it out.
Because, Susan, the police are incompetent. I'm not putting my mom's life in their hands. Besides, for all we know, it could be an inside job. Now, keep a lookout while I open this lock.
Oh boy, lockpicking. Hey, we did it. Greek.
Are you coming, Susie?
Into the graveyard?
There's no time to waste.
Oh, yeah, of course. I'm just, I think I need a minute.
Why don't you wait here and keep a lookout? I'll go on ahead. I've got the radio if I need your help.
That sounds like a great plan. Thanks.
Radio me if you see anything suspicious. Especially if you see a man in black carrying a briefcase and a blue umbrella.
Briefcase, umbrella, got it.
Blue flower,
The gate
red
behind me
thorns.
should no
Blue
one suspects
flower,
anything.
red thorns.
Keep out of sight.
Here, don't forget the explosives.
Jenny had broken in undetected. Now she had to find the secret passage that led to the jail.
I just need to follow the clues from the photograph. I'm coming for you, Mom.
in just 1 second. Always with the messages. I wish there was music on this pause screen. Okie dokie. Nope, nothing over there.
A guardian of the graveyard cast her stony gaze over the burial ground, watching over the departed, protecting their peaceful slumber.
Why must everything in a graveyard be so, well, creepy?
Of course, this guardian had wings.
Beyond the fallen angel! There are lots of angels here. Which one is the fallen angel?
Probably the statue that's knocked over, if I were to take a guess.
The Strasberry Mausoleum.
Amongst the fresh flowers was a note. Beloved father, educator, and botanist, your memory will forever blossom in our hearts.
Don't worry, Mr. Strasberry. I won't rest until I've found your real killer.
Gee, maybe that door with the significant engraving on it is something I'm
Here lie
looking
the
for.
earliest settlers of Arthurton. They kick-started our great town's growth and prosperity.
The note had read, "Look for the biggest cross."
Edwin
Half-crosses.
Tiong.
No matter. Perhaps there were other secrets to find here.
Ran out of lives, but he will forever impact our game over. Oh, I almost missed that. Kevin Clark. Quintuck. Vacancy rent to own. Rocco, one great dog. Disco buried further below the ground where all the deepest grooves are found. Hmm. Only his nickname was Floppy. None of these appear to have crosses.
That sword looks like it might move.
Hmm. Probably have to mess with that later. Interesting.
How am I gonna get up there?
Puzzling.
Something's pushing against the stone. It looks like it could collapse at any minute.
Hmm. Oh boy, another
Four
one of
discs of
these.
solid granite with something carved into the face.
It's all scrambled up. I'll just straighten them out.
But try as she might, the discs wouldn't move.
Something to do with the
Five stone
swords.
swords adorned the strange entryway. Jenny tried to move one.
Wow, they're all stuck tight. I can't move any of them by hand.
Okay, I think I get what I need to do with the swords now. Sticker. So that one's up. I'm going to leave it alone.
Hey, Dad. I can't stay long. Mom's in trouble. And, well,
Jenny tried to be brave. But the past few days had taken their toll on our hero. And finally, it all poured out.
everything's falling apart. I wanted a real mystery to solve, but I didn't think it would be like this. Dean Stroudsbury's dead. Everyone in town thinks Mom killed him, and Keith won't talk to me. I don't know who to trust. And now someone is trying to kill Mom, too. I have to save her, but I'm not sure I can. Why did you have to go and die on us? It was a really crappy move. I wish you were here.
Okay, so let's see what happens if I move this sword all the way up. Now let's go look. Actually, I think I see a clue I didn't see before. It's up here. They each have wings. Okay, so clipped wings is pointing down. Both wings pointing straight. Sephiroth is pointing up. Clipped facing that way down, and both wings point... Okay. Clipped wings was pointing down. That one should be pointing down. So down and down. Sephiroth up, then straight on the other two. Okay, that way's already set. I can't do anything with that. Why are you suddenly running slower? You need to be pointing straight. There we go. Okay, so it said find the biggest cross when I looked at these, so... Trapped in a pursuit from which there was no escape. Oh god, I just noticed the detail. Oh, that's good. Yeah, there doesn't appear to be anything on this screen to interact with anymore. And maybe it's not in that bunch of graves. I need to find that one with the biggest cross. Alright. Because of course. There we go.
Got it. Some days you just feel super smart.
Jenny studied the stone discs, now perfectly aligned.
There's a badger face
It's a
in
face
there.
of a badger. That's unusual. Something tells me this isn't a tomb.
Now, what gave you that idea? Oh,
if the
no,
huge
not
coiling
another
wires
one of
hadn't made it
these.
clear, the hulking metallic shell certainly did.
This isn't a tunnel. It's the entrance to another laboratory, just like the one in the forest. How many of these are there?
The presence of such unusual and foreign objects in Arthurton begged even bigger questions.
Who put them here, and for what purpose?
It seemed to Jenny as if the graveyard itself had been built around the sphere. A perfect hiding place. If something this conspicuous could be so easily concealed.
What else is Arthurton hiding?
Okay, can't go beyond the darkness yet.
Well, at least we know it's working.
As a dozen intricate machines whirred to life, Jenny noticed a remarkable resemblance she had overlooked before.
Some of this equipment looks like the stuff in Susie's lab. Can't believe I missed it before. That girl owes me some answers.
First, I want to close the window I had open for,
Another radio. Maybe these are used to communicate between laboratories.
It was a hunch, but if it were true...
Whoever's transmitting the message could be in another sphere somewhere in town.
okay, so the polarities are going right. Yep. There we go.
It's the same voice as before.
This code was different from the last.
Just as strange, though.
Jenny carefully transcribed the words into her journal.
Let's see what the hawk and the weasel have to say about this.
Oh boy, time for this again. Okay. Zoom Bear 39. That's what I was looking for before. Oh, Rabbit 60. Bear 34. Rabbit 17. Weasel and Hawk. Hawk 41. Weasel 56. Wolf 24. Then 26. Sheep 40. Then 66. Goose 21.
Purge infected, soon only death. Forever silenced, despair herself is near.
This message, as sinister as the last, sent Jenny's analytical mind into overdrive.
Is the man in black sending these messages?
Purge infected, forever silenced.
Could that have something to do with Dean Strasberry? It can't be a coincidence that I found a copy of the same book by the Dean's corpse. But how are they connected?
Soon only death, despair herself is near.
And now they're coming for my mom. What does she know that they're willing to kill her for?
This contraption was new to Jenny, but something about it caught her eye.
It's a laser!
A large
Or-
metallic slab with a distinctive indentation carved into its surface.
That shape. Where have I seen it before? The Dean's ring!
Oh, I was hoping I'd get the... Can I back out? No?
It fits.
In fact, it fit perfectly into the slot, as though it were made for it.
Okay, before I do anything else... Is that the only gallery item?
Doesn't seem to be working. Probably just a loose connection somewhere. Could be an antenna, or maybe a power coil.
It's a
Where's this
laser.
power?
A piece of rare Arthurtonian quartz, expertly carved and shaped with meticulous precision.
It looks like the arm rotates around this hinge. Ugh, I can't budge it. It's too heavy.
Seriously?
Jenny
We're
knew
already
that the best way to
recycling
fix
puzzles?
anything electronic was
To mess around with it until all the lights come on.
If being a great detective didn't work out, Jenny had a promising career in machine repair to fall back on.
Now will it work? Well, damn.
I could have lost an eye.
The machine's true application would remain a mystery, for now. But whatever its purpose, the implications were overwhelming.
Dean Stroudsbury is somehow connected to this place.
Had the Dean been aware of the secret hiding within his ring?
Whether he knew or not, it's likely he was killed because of it.
I apparently missed a choosiness from my choices.
Hidden amongst a web of cables, the average eye would have missed it. But Jenny LeClue was a great detective.
There's a book pinned beneath that cable.
Confidential. The word was music to Jenny's ears.
Well, nothing on there. At last, today we begin Project Excelsior! Thanks to our wonderful benefactors. Standing inside my lab, it's exactly as I had hoped, perfectly concealed. It's a real thing of beauty. Call it the Zazer Sphere. Nigel thinks it's pretentious to name it after myself, but let's see him design a geodesic structure that can withstand such incredible external forces. Whatever we call it, we'll finally be able to study and harness the power of Arthurton's greatest resource. Who are the Council of Three? Side note, Nigel keeps pronouncing my name. I swear he's doing it on purpose. It's Professor Zazer, like laser with a Z. How hard is that?
The Council of Three. Never heard of them. Sounds like he didn't know who they were either. But they paid for all of this?
Probably the three people who wrote that, horticulture book.
These machines were built to study and harness the power of Arthurton's greatest resource. They were experimenting on the town itself.
No, I think they mean the crystals.
Zazer.
Jenny recognized the name, but couldn't put her finger on where she'd heard it before.
So this lab is his invention. He called it a Zazer Sphere. Well, at least I've got a name.
Buy new underwear. Okay. Interesting. Another sphere fully operational. The project continues to grow. Every time we start an experiment, we discover a new property to examine, each result further supporting my theories. This town is special. That said, I find my time largely spent moving between laboratories. I want to get my hands dirty. Oh, the irony. Nothing in this one? 104. New lab idea. Toying with designs for newer, much more ambitious, larger facility. My calculations are correct. It should be capable of up to 1,200,000 or 1,200% output capacity. This could propel us to a whole new world of possibility. Dear, ask Mr. Gray again for face-to-face with management. Are they avoiding me? Starting to wonder if they even exist.
He designed a bigger sphere. Bigger than this? Did he ever build it? And if he did, where?
More missing pages. Terrible setback spot, an anomaly in the Badger experiment too late. Of course, Mr. Gray and Mr. Blue show up just in time to witness the explosion. Plasma everywhere. All units lost. Mr. Blue nearly lost an eye. Not looking forward to that debriefing on Friday. This is going to set us back weeks.
There was a badger on the door to get into this lab. So this must be the experiment he was talking about.
Days blurring together. Every experiment brings us closer to unlocking the seemingly impossible, but the number of strange incidents at the labs continues to grow. And who keeps stealing my pens? More setbacks, more unwelcome interruptions. Exhaustion plus rush schedule equals dangerous conditions. Why did they insist we run the new test this weekend? It's just not ready. We need to enhance safety protocols, be vigilant to avoid more contaminations or accidents. I'm starting to think that they aren't in this for the right reasons. Someone followed me at home at night. Council 3, knowledge, corruption, and order.
Exhaustion, rushed schedule, dangerous conditions.
The parallels with her father's own working conditions were distressingly clear.
Okay, 2 more pages. Been sleeping in the lab, nothing to come home to. What am I doing here? What are we really trying to accomplish? I must believe that our personal sacrifices serve a greater purpose. Too late. I was so naive. Can't get their faces out of my mind. The screams, the darkness, the hole will never be filled. All dead. All my fault. 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 All my fault.
All dead. All my fault.
The words echoed across the metal walls, ghosts of a past tragedy.
What did he do? It must have been terrible.
There's doom and gloom while things go boom. What a bittersweet feeling. After 7 years, we're finally getting stable, repeatable results. The cost has been great. The output ratio is incredible, but we're only just beginning to unlock the potential. In the right hands, this could change the world. The new lab is nearly operational, but I'm not sure we are. As always, they push it too far, but full output will take years. So there's still time to make amends for what happened. Safety is top priority. People over progress.
This entry is from much later. There are lots of pages missing. It seems that whatever happened before, he carried on his work long after.
As is the case in all tangled mysteries, every new piece of evidence raised more questions than it answered. But she now knew the purpose of this Caesar sphere and the name of the people who had built it.
The Council of Three.
It wasn't much to go on, but it was a start.
What's this? Another blank scrap of paper.
Please enter authorization code to begin.
1028.
Code accepted. System authorized and armed for activation. Preparing to run experiment 12, cycle 78. Sphere hermetically sealed. Magnetic transducer coils charging. Accumulating voltaic cells. Commencing experiment 12-91. Radioactive safety margins cleared. Procedure 12 completed successfully. Decompressing spherical chamber. Remember, a healthy employee is an effective employee. Please leave the station for your mandatory 15-minute smoking break.
I wonder what it did. At least I wasn't covered in plasma.
Jenny, did you find the entrance?
Not yet.
Jenny was hesitant to share her discovery, but Susie might have vital information.
Have you ever heard the name Zazer before?
Professor Zazer? Yes, he was a famous scientist. There's even a statue of him in Avocado Park.
That's where I've seen his name before.
He worked for my family's company, but that was a long time ago. He led the research and development team. At least he did, until...
Until what?
It's quite sad, actually. He went mad from mercury poisoning. He had to be institutionalized. They said he was a danger to himself and others. Why do you want to know about him?
I found something that belonged to him.
Oh, wow! In the graveyard? Is it one of his crazy inventions?
Something like that. I have to go. Keep out of sight and let me know if you see anyone.
I will. Good luck, Jenny.
Beyond the fallen angel. This is it. The entrance must be through here.
Another coded message in another hidden laboratory. A secret tunnel under the graveyard. How long had these things been in Arthurton? Who was responsible for them? And how was all this connected to the Dean's murder?
I've been muted because I scratched my nose.
Through the crumbling arches, past the wooden gates. This must be it! Now all I have to do is find the biggest cross.
Of course.
Oh, come on. There's a million crosses in there.
Jenny, where are you? It's getting really creepy out here.
I'm in the old part of the graveyard.
Oh no!
Every kid in Arthurton knew the graveyard was haunted. The ghosts of early settlers walked among the tombstones late at night, waiting to avenge their tragic deaths in the mines.
A few months ago, Peggy and Veronica went up there after curfew with some boys. And they were attacked by a ghost!
They were probably hallucinating from all the hairspray.
They swore to me, Jenny. They wouldn't lie.
I don't believe in ghosts. And the tall tales of a bunch of airheads won't change my mind.
Even so, Jenny's skin crawled with goosebumps. It might have been her imagination, but the night suddenly seemed a lot darker.
Maybe I'll use Mom's flashlight. You know, just in case.
Okay, so what's the point in being able to move the flashlight up and down? Oh look, an angel statue that you're going to mistake for something. No?
Not now! Not now! It's dead.
Unable to see more than a few inches ahead, our trembling adventurer had no choice but to edge forward, very slowly.
Oh, great. There's a light over here.
How convenient!
What is that? It's coming from the open grave.
It's a very tired gravekeeper.
Wait. You're not a ghost.
Oh, you scared the life out of me.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize anyone else was here.
That's okay. This place is terrifying in the dark. I really need to stop working nights. What are you doing out here after curfew?
I don't know if I can trust this guy. I was here visiting my dad. I guess the time got away from me.
You're the LeClue girl, aren't you?
Well,
Your poor old man. What a horrible way to die.
yeah, I don't really like to talk about it.
Blown into 1,000 pieces. What a way to go. No chance to say goodbye. Boom! Gone! Just like that. An absolute tragedy. And the pain! Can you imagine? Nothing left of him. Hardly seemed worth digging the hole.
Well, you're digging a big hole right now.
Yes, ma'am. Regulation size 6 feet, not an inch less. The name's Matt. The second T is silent.
Sure sounds like an interesting job, Matt. Would you mind if I asked you a few questions about it?
Of course. I'm just happy for the company.
He seems harmless enough. I just need to be sure he's not working for the Man in Black.
Well, first let's look for... The fuck? Wonder why I can look so high.
Is that blood?
Blood? Where?
It's all over your clothes. And your shovel.
Oh, that! That's good old Arthurtonian red clay. Impossible to wash out. One of the hazards of the job.
Why are you digging a grave in the middle of the night?
Well, they have to go somewhere. The bones.
The what?
It's the problem with building a graveyard on top of an old mine. Ground's always shifting. Before you know it, bones are sticking out all over the place. We have to rebury them. It's bad for business.
Ew.
That's terrible.
Could be worse. Could be dead, like all of these poor souls. Ms. Smith over there, bitten by a badger. Wouldn't want to go that way. Right there is Mr. McCarthy. Set himself on fire baking biscuits. And there's your dad, of course. Your poor dead dad. Dead.
Are you finished?
Oh, sorry. There I go again, talking about the dead.
He knows everything about this place. You told me your name was Matt.
It is, isn't it?
Well then, who is Owen? And why are you wearing his shirt?
Oh, darn it, it's fallen off again. Owen was the old groundskeeper. He died digging a grave. Turned out to be his own. Budget cuts.
You're wearing a dead man's shirt.
Seemed a shame to waste it. He didn't need it anymore.
Ew.
Have you seen anyone suspicious lurking around tonight?
Oh, well, there was this one girl.
A girl?
She scared the life out of me. Really made me jump. Oh, wait, no. That was you, wasn't it? You'll have to forgive me. My memory isn't what it used to be.
Pocket, pocket. Pushing up the daisies.
Why do you have a flower in your pocket?
I always keep one in there in case of emergency. People like to leave them by the graves as a tribute. You should take it. For your dad.
Thank you.
Alright, let's talk about the sword.
Sure are a lot of people buried here.
Well, if they keep dying, we'll keep burying them.
Do you know which of these graves has the biggest cross on it?
Now there's one I've never heard before. Biggest cross. No, can't say I do. They've all got about the same sized cross, I'd say.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Do you have any idea how I could find it?
You know, you might want to look at that statue up there. It has a list of all the famous miners buried here. It might help you find what you're looking for.
Famous miners. Interesting.
How about the Miner 49er? And finally, your shoes.
What's that stuck to your boot?
Oh, dunno. Could have come from anywhere.
Beyond the fallen angel.
What now?
Under the crumbling arches.
You lost me.
The entrance is buried there. Does that mean anything to you?
Oh, is this a poem? I love poems. Do you want to hear one of mine?
No, I'm good, thanks. I think it's safe to say he doesn't know anything about the man in black. Well, thanks, Matt. It's been good to chat. But, you won't tell anyone you saw me here after curfew, will you? My granddad wouldn't be very happy with me.
Saw who? I didn't see anyone.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a statue to investigate.
Oh, no. You can't go up there now. It's far too dangerous.
I'll be fine, thanks.
Absolutely not. If you slipped and fell, I couldn't have that on my conscience. Come back tomorrow during the day. I'll give you a guided tour.
Damn. I'll have to find another way to get up there.
Where is it?
Much like those buried in the graveyard, this tree had died a long time ago.
Be careful, Mr. Crow. It looks like it could fall over at any moment.
I scared the crow into going up there? Oh, I climb it. Okay. There we go.
Interesting.
So, scare all the crows to the tree. Well, I think that's all the crows. No, I'm still missing something. There we go.
Another case cracked.
Oh, come on.
Mr. McCarthy? How did you get down here?
Yeah.
Must have been the wind.
That was close. Hopefully this statue can help me find the biggest cross.
Jenny had heard the tragic tale of a catastrophic cave-in that closed the mines under Arthurton.
Everyone blamed the miners for ignoring safety procedures.
Most were crushed instantly by the falling rocks. Others had not been so fortunate. Trapped with no water, no food, no light, they were condemned to a slow and painful death.
Shit on the helmets. Duff, the Master Metal Blum.
It's a tribute to some of the families who worked in the mines.
Sticker. Chilton Bush.
Nothing about graves or crosses here. Cross, carvers of Tunnel Rock, unmatched in strength and size.
Jenny read the words to herself again.
Strength and size? Look for the biggest cross. They didn't mean a cross on a grave. They meant a cross in a grave.
We found LeClue.
The Cross family must be buried in the graveyard below. I've got to work out who was the biggest. Find the grave, find the secret paths to the jail, save Mom. Boy, I really hope I don't have to dig them up and measure them.
No, nothing. Oh. One more piece. Okay, I can't go further than that. Oh, vines. Caw, motherfucker.
Aha! Karina Cross. I was taller than friends. What an odd epitaph.
Oh no, not one of these.
I know it look easy, but I'm hanging on for dear life here. Found one. Casper Cross. What have you got to say for yourself? I was taller than Helga. Seems the Cross family had quite the rivalry. No cross buried here. The search continues.
Well, there's Helga.
Here's one. Helga Cross. I was taller than Karina.
Please tell me this is being... Oh, good. So far, it's tallest to shortest, Casper, Helga, and Katrina. Or Karina, or however the hell you're supposed to say that. Oops, wrong button.
I see a Cooper, Chapman, and Cole, but no Cross.
But of course. But of course. It's the last postcard piece. Ta-da! Flip! Rod, vacation was worth the wait. Fishing season is in full swing here, and boy are they big. Check out some of my bounty. Decide to leave Jonah and the kids, quit the factory, and pursue my lifelong dream of becoming a full-time fishmonger. Join me? Marlin. Aha! Aha! Aha!
Bingo. Hello, Franz Cross. I was taller than Ivan. There can't be many more crosses to find. Where haven't I looked yet?
So if I'm right... Okay, yeah, this is where I was before. Karina. Casper. Can't go down that ladder. I was going to be impressed if she could jump that high. Yeah, we want to go down.
I really hope my next adventure relies less on the structural integrity of old plant roots. cross site looking for crosses, but there aren't any here.
Of course.
Here's another one. Ivan Cross. How tall were you? Casper is a little liar. Ivan wasn't pulling any punches.
After an
Okay.
exhaustive search of the graveyard, Jenny had found all of the graves marked cross.
Now I just need to work out who was the tallest. Who was the tallest cross?
Okay, so Ivan is a liar, or Casper's a liar. He's not taller than Helga. Helga's taller than... Fran's taller than Ivan. Helga?
If Casper was lying, then Helga must be the tallest. Which means Helga's grave is hiding the secret passageway to the jail.
As of course you're going to make me climb all the way back there. That a sticker?
A small stone pot sat in front of the headstone. A fine layer of soil lined the inside.
It's a vase for a flower.
A wonderful revelation struck Jenny as the final piece of the puzzle fell into place.
Don't
Forget
forget
to pay your respects.
I need to place a flower here.
Jenny pulled the gravedigger's daisy from her pocket.
I knew this would come in handy.
That's not creepy at all.
It says the entrance was relocated, but it doesn't say where. Well, that looks safe. Why does everything have to be so convoluted? Mom will have died of old age by the time I reach her.
This is just our luck, isn't it? Come on. There we go.
Hello? You said if anything strange happened, I should call you. Well, something strange just happened.
And that seems like a great place to leave it off for the night. I was hoping we'd be done with the graveyard, but I guess not. Anyway, I will hopefully be back regularly again with more streams. Next time is likely going to be Sunday, so I will see people then.